2 regular army.
Lieutenant! Phelps,
We've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier.
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
We're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の会社と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. You can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hopeless.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Alright, welcome back to Noire. You're driving.
You can drive.
You have the address?
So,
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
in the last episode, which was like 50 minutes long, we did do the whole last case. And we done a little bit better with the questioning. So, I'm hoping it's something that can carry on.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Okay, let's do this little warning again. Those of a younger age, please avert your eyes. This is explicit material. And I'll tell you, I just realised actually on the last episode I didn't say when you could look back.
Like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
But I'll try and remember this episode. Not like anyone actually looked away. Let's be serious. I'm just giving the warning because it's not my fault. Well, follow the trail. I'm waiting for where to get all the stuff, bro. It's up here. Nothing. Okay. Sassy. Nothing. No. Right, let's examine the... Wait, actually, what have you got over here? Tissues in a bag, that's not going to mean anything. Bag of cigarettes, no. Right, let's take a look at the body.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
And that's fucked. Another ring removed.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Man, is that a fucking bone? That's disgusting. The skin's right up on that shit.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it? Kiss the blood, BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
Best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Right, now we've got to follow the blood trail. Was that a news? No, it wasn't. That's in a newspaper. By the way.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Oh, then. Yeah, it carries on up here. I don't think this is anything up here. That's just stuff we find everywhere.
On it goes.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Something over here.
That's got to be a code or a cipher. Where are you taking us? Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? clearly wants us to find these things. He left them for us. Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
He's basically just spreading all of this stuff out. So he's obviously wanting it to be found.
The trail points up.
He's obviously pretty confident if he's just leaving everything. There's a ring.
From the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
There's a bag.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
That's everything. Yeah. Obviously just cut back to here so we didn't have to...
And where exactly are we going?
We're not finished here, actually. Because the music's still going. So we can't be finished. See something flash over here.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
There you go. Right, so that's everything here.
I need to go over the case
I'll
notes.
go to the residence. Oh.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch. It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we close the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
So this episode won't be as long as the next one, as the last one. Because that was 50 minutes long and take a while. It's just so I could finish off the case. So it was quite a short one.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPentia, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Swap your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Okay, so upstairs, that isn't up to upstairs.
Hey, Cole, get moving.
It's still in the room, bitch. Last door on the left. There we go. Right, hold up, let's just walk around, see what we've got.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
No, back.
Okay, we have an address. A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Window's been jimmied, somebody's creeped the joint.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Maybe what they used.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
We may as well just go back to where we came in. I don't know why I'm taking the wrong way.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Married when she was 17.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
Harsh.
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Windows smashed. Been jimmied.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
I knew who I was going with.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at it, or we can check out the other route.
Can I do both? I don't see why you can't do both. We may as well check out the bar and see if there's anything else we can pin on the
You know the
husband.
way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I don't see why we can't just check both. It's not gonna be ages.
The old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wife line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
It's pretty harsh when he said that. Now let's see what we can shake out of the bar, and we'll wrap this episode up.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Hey, honey, what time did you get off You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Alright, let's use intuition.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
We'll have a look around here, see if we've got a newspaper. Not had one in a while.
Where's that goddamn place?
I don't think we have one. Right, okay. Let's end this episode here. And we can carry on. We'll go to the husband's house in the next one. We've got the fruit market as well, actually. We've done the bar, we've got the residence to go to, and then the fruit market. So we can carry that on. We'll carry that on in the next episode. But that is, I'm just going to wrap up this episode just now because we had a really long last one. So there will be a lot of gameplay for this week. But that has been pretty much everything. So I will see you in the next one. Peace.